Hey, it's Ben the Coin Geek, and we have got an open box video here to shoot. This is going to be from PCGS, latest shipment of coins. Looks like we got about half a box full, so let's take a look and see what we've got in here today. Starting with 1881 gold dollar coin. This is graded mint state 62. This coin's going to end up with its own video, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it here. It's an interesting coin, nice high-grade dollar. By high-grade, I mean mint state. But we'll talk more about this coin on a different video. You have to tune back in for that one. All right. Second coin out of the box. All right, so this is a 1909S. And of course, if you're going to send something in like this with all that gobbledygook on it and stuff, it's going to be a VDB. You can catch that VDB right at the bottom. So this is sent in for authentication purposes only. It has some environmental damage to it, but also it becomes a saleable coin once it's certified. This happens once in a while. You'll see coins that I send in, if they're rare enough or a high enough grade, I'll send them in just to get them certified because it makes it more saleable. This is a lovely coin, 1919 penny. I can already hear some of you laughing and saying, is it questionable color? It's kind of an ongoing joke here. This one is really quite lovely. Mint state 64 red brown. You know, it's a nice coin. I think I would have liked to have seen a full red. I just had a 1914 that I sent in that came back full red that looked an awful lot like this. But it is 95% red and just has great luster and great eye appeal to it. For the penny specialists and enthusiasts, they know how tough that coin is. All right, so I think I got some dollars coming up here. I should probably just do them all at once. Common date dollars, nice grades, definitely attractive coins. On common date dollars, they're not worth sending in to get certified anymore unless you can get a 65 out of them. So naturally, this is a little bit of a disappointment. I'm sure I only sent it in to try to get it in a 5 holder. Probably got held back by the extra chatter on the cheek there. Overall, the coin's even a little bit proof-like, especially on the obverse, the front of the coin, that is. The reverse, the back of the coin, not quite PL. An 80S. So I've talked about these before and sending them in and not sending them in, especially on 80Ss and 81Ss, because if this coin was any other date, I think this coin's a 5 all day long. I still think this coin's a 5. Really great luster, eye appeal. Of course, they called it a 4, but there's no real distracting marks on that cheek. The fields are super clean, and really a nice coin. Here's another 80S, actually quite comparable, I think. It has a little bit of some toning down there that's really lovely. Get that flash of blue, really bright colored. The reverse has a ton of just mixed molten color. This, you got to get this coin in the light just right to get all those different colors to pop out. If you're at a bad lighting situation, it just looks kind of dark and flat like that. But really, in person, though, once you get it in the light, it's got all those colors dancing around on there. And this one, overall nice. They called it a 65. That's happy. The toning will probably add some value if you get someone who really wants a nicely toned coin. There's people with their toners. They've got to have them. So 81.0, I didn't look this up to double check the price jump. I'm sure this is a little bit better in 64, which is what it came back. But I'm guessing the big jump is in 65 on this coin. But it's a real handsome coin. Strong strike for an 81.0. I mean, look at the breast feathers are really all there. Some of those O mints during this time period come a little bit more flatly struck. Overall, this is a real strong coin for someone who's putting a date set together, and you know how tricky 81.0s can be. They come with a lot of chatter, it seems to me, and flatly struck, but that's a nice coin. I'm pretty sure it came back a grade lower than I wanted, but that's what happens a lot with dollars. They come back a little bit lower than I want them to. All right, so this is a scarce date, right? This is an 89cc, and you can see as it gets turned in the light, it's got a lot of lines that change angles as you turn it in the light. See that they go north-south and then they go east-west depending on how you turn them. That's because it's been cleaned. Once again, this is one that you can see the cleaning up in the field, especially here. This is one that I knew was cleaned going into it, but I'd rather have it in a holder because it's a little bit easier to sell once you get certain dates and rarities involved. The collector would like to have it certified even if it says that it's cleaned. All right. So we got another Carson City here. Kind of guess the grade on this one. You've got, it's a nice middle grade. You can tell right away just by, it's got a lot of even wear to it. But, and it's also missing any luster. So that to me kind of puts it in that VF range, this 92cc. And then when you look at the hairline, it's a nice middle grade. Almost looks like an extra fine, but it has no luster to it. So VF30, that's a real fair grade. It's a really attractive coin. Anyone who needs a Carson City set put together, they'll really like this coin. Really attractive, nice even wear throughout. All right. So now this is something where you have to learn about looking at the overall appearance of a coin, and understanding what original strike is and what luster is. Because if you look at these two coins next to each other, you'll see a lot more detail on this 92cc, and that's from strike. And I can tell you it's from strike because as you turn this coin, there's actually luster in the field. You see the luster moving around here through the America part, and all those different little bright spots. That's luster that's left on the coin. Once you get luster left on a coin, it to me is, well, not automatically an extra fine, but this one they called a VF35, and I think that's fair. But once it's really hard to get into the very fine grades and still have luster. I mean, that's just a matter of how coins wear. So, but this coin is way more flat, has a lot less detail than the 92, and yet you can tell there's more luster. So this is where it's tricky when you're grading coins. You have to be able to understand the difference between strike and wear, and that's the type of thing that can be hard for most people to know. And then you're going to split hairs here because here's another 93cc, and you're going to see this one looks pretty comparable to the other one, only there's you really can't see any luster. See, there's no flow, there's no luster in there. So in this one they called a VF30. So you can see we're just a couple points. These two have the same grade to them, and yeah, that luster is something always to take into account when you're looking at coins. So, but neat little group of coins for the dollar collector. If you love your Carson City coins, you had some coins in there that were real winners. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Ben, the Coin Geek. Please subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at the Coin Geek. Thanks.